Well, welcome everybody to Breakfast Steaks. My name is Ed, also known as the Deadhead, and with me again, my good friend, the Mayor, Mr. Donnie Wise. How you doing today, my friend?
Doing good. Good morning, guys.
Before the show started, we've been talking, and I think it is at this point, like I've made peace with the whole fact that like I'm 44 years old, right? We're getting at that point in our lives. There's like I just want I want a classic to me car. How's that? Like
Yep.
to me.
Yep.
Because I was this weekend, I was down in Charlotte visiting the in-laws, right? And then we went to a car show because my father-in-law has this GMC 56 GMC pickup truck. Gorgeous. I mean, patina, the whole nine. Like, I mean, this thing is absolutely gorgeous, right? And it was a car show to benefit autism, right? All the money they collected was for autism, and he did his pull, or he had a travel trailer, like a
Oh,
62.
nice.
The truck is 52, the travel trailer is 62, right?
Nice.
There it is. And so, dude, let me tell you, I was in heaven. And then we were just talking that like I want, like all of a sudden, and I didn't tell you this part, but like now we're starting to see these vehicles from the 80s and the 90s being in the car shows,
Yeah.
right? That's new classics.
I know when you see something that you drove in high school and it's in a classic car show, it's like, damn, I'm old.
Yeah, but that's the thing though, right?
I know.
And then, I told you, I'm like, all right, man, like I think next year, 2026, and I put it on my goal board or my vision board is, one of my thing is I want to get a Volkswagen Rabbit. It's, like a late 80s, early 90s Volkswagen Rabbit. I don't want it manual. And for all of you that are gonna give me shit about it, I don't want a manual. I don't care for it. It's like, oh, you gotta get it. I don't care. I just want an
Yeah.
automatic just so I can cruise around with my family, with my girl, you know what I mean? And just have fun. That's the
Yeah.
whole, you know what I mean? Get it a little fixed up, and then have fun with it. And that's I can't like this weekend, I'm like, man, I really want it. So what do? I go to Facebook Marketplace and I start looking for shit. My wife is gonna kill me.
Well, like I told you, I want to get me an old pickup truck, some kind of like a 70s style F-150 or something, or 60s or 70s. That would be kind of cool to have. I don't know if I want to go all the way back to the 60s, but
Yeah.
some of the 70s trucks or something like that would be kind of cool to have one day. Just piddle around in and stuff. And when I see old cars on the road, it's like my eyes light up. I'm like, Ron, look at that car, look at that car.
I
It
know.
is so crazy especially when you see the ones that are done right. I mean, my ultimate car that I would love to have, like if I had extra money, and I know I get picked on about being rich, I'm not, but
I know, right? It's
if I had,
a joke.
I know, if I had real money that I could just dispose of, I would buy me like a 65 or 67 Mustang.
Ooh.
That's nice. Like you said, I don't want one that I've got to put a lot of work into. I want one
Mhm.
that's mostly done. I mean,
Yep.
it doesn't have to be like Barrett's showroom auction house kind of good, but I just
I'm
want
with you.
something that's in decent shape that I could
Yep.
drive around because I see some of those too, and man, they're so nice. Just that look of that, and it doesn't have all that electronics on it to go wrong. It's just
That's
a
the whole
simple car.
That's what it is. And listen, and I know we're getting into it. By the way, welcome to Breakfast Steaks. We talk about anything and everything North Carolina, South Carolina sports. Okay, this is our morning show every Monday that we talk about what happened over the weekend when it comes to sports in the Carolinas. So we're going to get into it. But like, I mean, I'm in on this thing, right? But I'm with you.
Yep.
I don't want anything, nothing like with the new GPSs, no touchscreen, none of that. I don't want any of that. What I want is, I want a car that I can put in there, even if it has a cassette player, I will buy cassettes,
Oh
okay,
yeah,
just
absolutely.
so I can play it. That's where I'm at this point. You know what
Yep.
I mean?
Like I told you, I've got my little briefcase, like the like a business briefcase cassette tape holder thing. It's
The one that you
I don't,
with a little button on it that you open up and
yeah,
then
it flips up just like a briefcase. I think it
yep,
holds like 24 tapes or 16 tapes or something like that
yep, yep,
somewhere. I've
yep,
got it somewhere.
yep.
But yeah, I'd have something like that just like sitting there in the car. People are like, "Damn, what's he got a briefcase for?" And it's like pop it open, pop a cassette in,
Yep.
and absolutely get strolling. And so Phil's got a question here. Which car from a TV show or movie would you most want? My ultimate car is the Magnum PI Ferrari. I
Ooh,
would
that's a
I have
good one.
I have been a Ferrari fan since that came out. I actually looked at one time. I couldn't afford it, but back probably in the '90s. I don't. It might have even been before Ron and I had kids. There's a place here in Columbia that used to sell like old foreign model cars.
Yeah.
They had one out there on the lot, and at the time it was like $30,000, which now is like nothing. I mean,
Mhm.
for like an
Compared
old
to now?
car.
Yeah, oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, back then I was like, I ain't got $30,000 to put into a Ferrari for one thing. But man, if I
Mhm.
did, I'd have had that thing and I'd still be driving it.
And to me, I know you're gonna laugh, but the Herbie Volkswagen Bug.
You said earlier you used like a Volkswagen Bug
I'm a
or you'd
Volkswagen
seen a
guy.
Volkswagen Bug and you said something about a Golf or something like
Yep.
that,
I
or
wanna I wanna per like, I wanna get me something that I can drive around, you know what I mean? Just and that's the one I wanted, Phil. Which one is the one for you guys? Put it in the comments. I wanna hear what you guys have to say when it comes to, like, which TV from the TV show or movie would you want the most, and that one. But anyways, getting back to the cassette thing, right? I was like, then I was there, and then my mother-in-law gave me this thing, okay? This little cassette player, and then my daughter was like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Oh, baby girl, we're about to have some fun with this." So I told my wife, I was like, I just want it so she can, so she can see, right? Get her off of the iPad. So I bought a cassette that I got it on eBay last night. I bought it for like it's like $7. It was a Bob Marley. I'm a Bob Marley guy, so I bought a Bob Marley cassette, and then I already put some batteries on it, cleaned it off. So we'll see if it works. If it does, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be in heaven.
there's a guy that I need to find. Oh yeah, Kit's a nice one from Knight
That's a
Rider. That
nice
that
one.
would be
Yeah,
awesome.
I like that one. They tried to redo that show, a couple of years back with
Yeah.
the Mustang, and I was like, "It's just not the same."
Mm-mm.
It is, they should have kept it with the same, like, car, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or at least a newer version of that car, but man, it was just I just like, I was out on that. I was out, completely
Absolutely.
out.
I need to find it. There's a guy on social media that I need to find for you to take a look at. He sits there, he does a podcast with his daughter. She's a teenager, but
Mhm.
you just made me think of it because of holding that cassette up, talking about Mia. And she's a little young, but you could do the same thing. He has her on the podcast go through things that he grew up with, and
Yep.
he'll present it with her. And he gave her a boombox and just he gives her no context. He's like, "So what is this? How does it work?" And watching her fumble around and not be able to figure it out is the funniest stuff. Everything he presents her with, it's like giving her he gave her a rotary phone and asked her how to use it,
Oh, that was
and she
awesome.
had no idea. She's like, "What is it?" He's like, "What is you tell me what it is."
That's
She's like,
amazing.
yeah, you need to look at some of his videos because I think you could take some context from that, and you and Mia could probably do some videos of things, scaled down for her
Yeah,
age,
absolutely. But
but
she's
you
a
could.
smart kid, let me tell you this, like,
Oh,
she
she's
knows how
super
to
smart, and I think it would be funny because she would probably do better than the teenager is my point.
my this kid is super smart, I'll tell you this, like, she knows her stuff, now she's like yesterday we were still at my father-in-law's place, and she goes like, "Daddy, let's go outside and make a video." You know what I
Yeah.
mean? She has a whole microphone. She wants a microphone on and everything. So I think she would get a kick out of it because she's been wanting to do like more trivia videos and more videos together and all that. We've been having a lot of fun with those.
She
Believe it
was
or not.
right. That was good because she took the phone from you and he was just moving. I mean, I can see you trying to keep up with her and you can't even stay in the frame. She's
So,
running around.
and if you see me walking like, kind of weird, it's because I'm like I have my legs open so I don't trip over this kid. You
Right.
know what I mean? But man, it was one of the most funny videos because she was just like she was loving it.
Oh, yeah.
Loving She was loving it. And I'm like, you know what? I at least I'm getting her away from like the iPad and I'm getting her away from like being in front of a TV the whole time. So we're doing
Yeah.
different things and she's loving it. And so I'm
That's
like,
awesome.
yeah, why not? So, anyway, sorry guys. I know it's like we're 10 minutes in and we're like talking about like old man shit. I'm sorry. I apologize, but it was in my mind. It's been on my mind all weekend.
Well, we
And
are
so,
old men. I mean, my legs are killing me today. I know I sent you guys video of
oh
me
yeah,
putting lights up at Rhonda's office,
yep.
climbing up and down that ladder,
I'm
hanging those
sure.
lights
Yeah.
on the clips. I could barely go downstairs this morning to get my coffee. My legs, my thighs are so stove up. I can't imagine these guys that play in the NFL. I mean, I know they're a hell of a lot younger than me, but I mean, just putting lights up for about 6 hours yesterday, up and down a ladder,
Yeah.
freaking wore me out, dude.
Oh, I'm with you there. Like, I mean, I was telling my father, and I was like, it's my lower back. Like, if I sleep on an uncomfortable bed,
Mm,
I am going to be hurting the next day. I already know this already. Like sometimes I feel like I should just sleep on the floor because I'm probably will be a lot more comfortable than some of these beds.
yeah.
And so like that one between my lower back and my foot, my lower plantar fasciitis on that one. Oh, let me tell you, when you wake up in the morning, that's some fun pain right there. That's some fun pain.
Exactly. Oh,
Pain,
man.
pain, 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 pain,
Oh,
pain,
no.
pain, 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 pain,
It's
pain, 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 pain,
it's
pain,
got
pain,
some
pain,
compute
pain, 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 pain,
going,
pain, pain, pain,
max
pain,
headroom
pain,
on
pain,
this
pain,
chair.
pain, 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 pain,
Hang
pain,
on.
pain, pain, pain,
I
pain,
wish I
pain,
could
pain,
clip
pain, pain,
this.
pain, 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 pain,
Anyway,
pain, pain,
I'm gonna
pain,
try to
pain,
keep
pain,
going
pain,
here
pain,
since
pain,
we're
pain,
live
pain, 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 pain,
and,
pain, pain,
tell you
pain,
guys a little
pain,
bit
pain, pain,
about
pain,
the,
pain, 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 pain,
the
pain, pain,
Fireflies
pain, pain,
lights. I
pain,
don't even
pain,
know if I
pain,
could
pain,
talk
pain,
over
pain,
this.
pain, 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 pain,
Hopefully
pain,
he
pain,
can,
pain, pain, pain.
realize that he is there we go. Okay. He finally realized that his computer was hung up there and just pain, 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 pain. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but I could hear it in my ears. Anyway, just a real shout out while he's getting back online here. So Friday, we went to the Columbia Fireflies holiday lights.
This is some BS.
You went total max headroom there, and I don't
I
know if the
know. I
audience
saw the
could hear it.
video. I saw like I have it on video just so I can keep up and
Okay,
see what happened just in case. Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, 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 hey.
But it was like pain, 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 pain. It was like you wouldn't stop talking about the pain you were in. It's like it must have been 40 pains. That's how bad the pain was. But anyway, let me get this in real quick, and then we'll
Yeah.
jump into the sports here. So Friday night, we went out with some friends to the Fireflies Holiday Lights
Oh, I
opening
saw
night.
that. You were having some definitely some fun.
We were having some good times, and Mrs. Mayer had a really good time. um, I don't know which she's talking about, the Fireflies lights or you, but
Or
I
me
think it
in
was
pain.
you. But the lights were awesome. As season ticket holders, we got an invite to and happy hour before the gates opened. Some hors d'oeuvres and stuff, and a bar and all that, and some prizes. I actually won a prize. Unfortunately, it was everything I already had for the most part. It was a Grateful Dead T-shirt from Grateful Dead Night,
Mhm.
a hat that they give out for the groups, and a plastic cup, which I didn't have that, and a cool little orange tote that had chicharrones on it. So anyway, you win a door prize, it doesn't matter as long as you win something. So it was like
Mhm.
they had like 6 of them, and I won. I was the first winner of the night when they drew my number,
Of
but
course you were.
of course I was. But anyway, if you guys get out to the Fireflies anytime between now and the first of the year, if you get to Columbia, it's like $10 or $12. I think it's $12. Tickets. It's worth it. I mean, it is so many
Yeah.
lights. And for the kids, I mean, Mia would absolutely love this. I know that's a
We're
drive
gonna
for you
go to
guys.
the one in Durham because they always
Yeah,
do
a
something
lot of
there.
teams do them. They've got a train that rides around. They've got a little carousel in the outfield. They've got fire pits for s'mores. Um, Everything there, they really do great. And then we were walking around, we saw these people carrying these light bulbs that were like illuminating and glowing and stuff. We're like, what is that? It's cocktails. And so asked the lady, where'd you get it? She just turned around and pointed at the big center field bar, and they had them at several places, but we went out to the bar and got one. I got the blue. It was like a blue raspberry with like a Crown Royal in it.
Oof.
They were making them with spiced rum in another spot. I was going to get a second one, but I didn't get over there before they
They
stopped
closed.
selling them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Rhonda got one. It was like a green, like a lime flavor, and it had tequila in it. And
Woo!
they were free pouring these things, and they overserved Mrs. Mayer.
Mrs.
She
Mayer, let me tell
was
you, that was funny.
she was a little lit right there. It didn't take, and she doesn't drink much anymore. She really does not. I'll give her that. She's just not been, not that we're either
Same
one of
here.
us are big drinkers, but she just doesn't like, I'll have beers on the show, and that's about the only time I drink unless we're out with friends. But her tolerance was just so low that tequila hit her hard.
Well, tequila
Um,
is hard, no
it
matter
does.
what.
It
Tequila is
does.
all
Especially when it just tastes like Kool-Aid.
if
So,
you ask my wife, tequila is how she got herself a husband. Let's just say that, okay? So that's how it ended up with us here. So
yeah,
we haven't had
so
tequila in a long time. We don't have tequila here because of
yeah.
that.
So anyway, we had a great time out there. I finally picked up the new batting practice hat with
It's a
Mason
nice
on it.
one.
This is very nice. I asked Kevin about he's got another hat that they're gonna have 6 new hats this coming season.
Oh, wow.
This is the first one. The one he showed me that he had gotten before this is not out yet because New Era lost half his shipment somewhere, and he's not putting it out until they find the other half, and he's not paying them until they find the other half.
I wouldn't
But
either.
it's a powder. It's just like this, but instead of navy, it's powder blue where the navy is on here, and has Firefly logo on it. So it'll be cool when it comes out.
You're
And
right, Phil, by the way. You're 100% on that one. Because no good story started with a glass of milk.
Exactly. So anyway, so that's my Firefly story. So
Yeah.
I got my hat. I actually picked up this cool coffee mug as well from the store.
I like that coffee mug. I like it's pretty cool.
Very cool. So Ron was like, "Did you see that cool coffee mug?" I'm like, "That was absolutely the perfect mug for me to have for breakfast takes on Monday mornings at 6 a.m."
If it wasn't that I'm on a pause to buy hats, I will be buying so many hats that I saw online this weekend. Although I might make an exception. I'll say this, and I'll tell you first because you're here. I might make an exception because I kind of want to get me another Christmas hats, and I saw a couple of them on Baseballism.
Oh yeah, they do have a couple of nice ones. Yep.
Donnie, the one with the ball with the glasses,
with the shades, the mirror shades. I'm with you. I was tempted to get that one too.
I may still to get it. Yeah,
I may still
get
that one too.
Just because I kind of want it, and that's it. But like I did buy some blank ones, and then our friend Eric Prophet gave me some shit about it, right? Because I've been buying just nothing but blanks, just obviously for other things. But I haven't had the want or need to buy any of the new logos. Nothing has really inspired me to say, I want that one.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Totally with you on that.
And so that's why, but like, that Baseballism Christmas one, I was like, ooh, I might just need that one.
I got that Baseballism Halloween one, the pumpkin one, and I love that hat. That was like that was a perfect hat to have for Halloween.
Yep.
And I've got a bunch of Christmas hats, but I may have to add. I think I've actually got a couple of Baseballism Christmas ones from before.
And not give Baseballism their credit, man. Their hats are actually very comfortable.
Yeah, I actually wore the gingerbread man hat Friday night because it was National Gingerbread Cookie Day, and when we went to the lights, I wore that as a holiday hat, and it still smells like gingerbread. I mean, I bought that thing over a year ago, and it still has the smell.
I'm looking for see what they have the Christmas, if they have anything like Christmas frozen treats. Is it frozen treats? No, it's not frozen treats. But they have some cool stuff. So definitely check them out. Like, I'm not usually like, and listen, this is not a paid advertisement. They don't pay us or anything, although we're not against it.
Exactly.
But they are not giving us anything. Just they got some cool stuff. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Yep.
And they do have, I don't see the hat right now, but they do have a couple of sweaters for that. And so there's that. Man, they got some cool stuff. See, this is the problem. See, this is the problem that we're about to get into. It's like let's go into the headwear. Boom, no,
exactly.
All right, well, let's get started. Let's get going on our what happened over the weekend. I'm gonna default to you because I know you done your college stuff, and there was a big, massive, big implications games this weekend for your Clemson team. So take over, my friend.
Yep. So, we had a tough battle down in the valley against the Furman Paladins. It was Purple Day. Clemson wore their all purple for military appreciation. I love the all purple. I know there's a lot of Clemson fans that don't care for it.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing better to me than seeing them once a year wearing the all purple. It's just, and the orange helmet just sets it off. Furman played a good game. I'm not trying to be disparaging of them because they played a good game. It's just Phil texted me at some point that the comeback was on after they got that first field goal. He texted like, "Oh, the comeback is on," and then
it wasn't.
It wasn't. And then he texted me that they had outscored us in the third quarter 7-0. Of course, we were down to, I think, our third string starters on offense.
Listen, you take the win, okay?
We take the win.
As Furman, you take the win, okay?
Well, and what's funny is, we pulled our starters early in the game. It was senior day, so you pulled Cade, and again, Dabo's not going to pile on.
Not when
That's
it's a
just not
small
his
team like
style.
that. No, no, no.
Yeah, I mean,
No, should you?
right. You want your guys to nobody got hurt and the check cleared. That's a good thing. Well, Clemson had somebody get hurt who's out for the season. We had a defensive end that's done for the season with an ankle injury. But outside of that, Furman didn't have anybody get hurt, which is good for them. But yeah, so it's a chance for us to get some depth. I mean, that's what we used to have, is we would get guys a lot of depth, playing time. And I'll tell you this, I was worried. I've been worried all year of like, what have we got quarterback wise after Cade? I've been saying hopefully he'll come back for another season. Sort of iffy on that statement, to be honest with you, but he's better than what I thought we had. Because Vizina is not the answer. He's a good kid, but he's just
Come
not.
back as in going into the
One more season.
Yeah, no, but going into the draft or transfer portal.
I hope. I think. I don't know. I mean, I think he's not going anywhere in the draft, in my opinion. Maybe he thinks he is. I don't think he's going into the portal. I'd be surprised if he leaves.
I don't think he should go into the draft just because he's not. I think he should go back.
Yeah, I don't either. But everything was, and again, it was senior night, and he technically is a senior, so you're not going to play that like it's not your last game. So
does he have another year of eligibility?
Yeah, he has one more year. He totally should come back. But I don't know if he will or not. We'll see. But they weren't going that route in front of everybody. It was basically senior night. They were playing it up as if this is his last game in Death Valley.
Yeah.
Because they're on the road this coming weekend. We'll get to that in a second. But this Chris Denson kid that they put in the fourth quarter, I mean, he looked like a bobblehead out there because the dude is so small. He's like really slight. He's young, freshman kid, and the helmet looks like it's too big for his head. It's just like, but dude, he went off. 6 carries, 106 yards for a touchdown, and threw for his first touchdown. He was 4 for 4 for 22 yards and a touchdown. I mean, in like not even 15 minutes, like in 10 minutes of game time, he came out of nowhere. I was like, I didn't even know who this kid was. And I'm like, all right, I'm ready to see what this kid can do. He almost looked like he's a freshman. He looked like a smaller freshman version of Deshaun Watson at Clemson. I mean, he really, like, when he ran, he made the corner, he was gone. I mean, these guys were
Clemson. Deshaun Watson was good.
Deshaun Watson was very good. And this kid, and I'm not trying to compare him to Deshaun Watson, he just physically looked like a little smaller version of Deshaun Watson out there. I mean, crisp with his passes when he started. And again, Furman, they didn't game plan for him at all anyway. So they had probably no idea, just like I did, what he could do. But man, the first few plays he made were running plays. He had a 50-yard run down the sideline.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with what Clemson did. It was a good chance for them to get the seniors some good playing time. I know there was a little bit of, again, the media spins everything. The media was like, oh, look at Dabo, piling on instead of taking a knee with like a few seconds left to go, like 12 seconds left to go in the game, and we're still running plays. Yeah, you're running plays with a fourth-string quarterback to get him some playing time, and he scores a touchdown. So what?
I was just going to say, I was like, hold on a second. Like,
it's not piling
third
on.
String, fourth string. No. You want to make sure, you want to see, like, and this is what I've been talking about with, like, even in professionals, like, you just might as well put what you have, see what you got going on, and then go from there. You know what I'm saying? And so, what's going on, Mojo? Everybody's saying, someone saying hello. So,
hey, Mojo.
Thank you for watching and tuning in, guys. Really appreciate that. Yeah, no, I'm with you there. Like, it's not piling on. It's, listen, Furman understand what their role is as a team going in there at the end of the season against a team such as Clemson, right? Listen, the check cleared. Let's go.
Exactly. And even Furman's coach interviewed afterwards was like, I had no problem with that. I mean, the kids are playing. You let the kids play. Yeah. It is what it is. It's not like he still had Cade Klubnik in there throwing for a touchdown, because that's a whole other story. You got this kid that came out of nowhere, and you got to see what he can do. and you got to see what he can do against other players, not his own team. So,
Yeah.
Good for them.
And let's not take it away. It's like, listen, Furman it's still a very good team. They're an
Absolutely.
FCS team, and they're there to compete as well. And they want to also, they're you got to also think about it from that point of view. It's like they're also evaluating their team as well, because
Oh,
they're
of
getting to
course.
the end of the season already for Furman. It's the end of the season. You know what I mean? Unless they get into a ball game or anything like that, and then nothing wrong with that. Sending the band to perform the song right next to me was a bit much.
That was funny. He sent me a video, our Clemson band. So Phil was sitting in the opposite end of the stadium from our band,
Mm.
and he sent me a video late in the game. I don't think it was the whole band, but it was a good portion. It may have been the whole band. It was a good portion of the band that were like literally on the other side of the aisle from where his seat is, playing Tiger Rag. And he's like, "Oh, did you call in and have them send the band down my way?" I was like, "Yep,
Just for you.
just for
Go
you."
Furman. Listen,
So,
again, I'm not gonna kill Dabo for that one. No,
no.
listen, you want to make sure that you have all these players. Like, you have the third string and fourth string. You're doing an evaluation. Like, you can do as much evaluation on a practice field, and nothing compares to the on field in an actual game evaluation. That's where
Yeah.
you really, because now you're putting tape on, right?
Exactly. Against players that don't know who you are and what you could do. I mean, if in practice the kids probably know that the kid can run.
Exactly.
So they already anticipate, oh, he's going to run. These guys are somebody that has no idea who you are, and you can see what you really can do against them.
Exactly.
So
NC State, the Wolfpack, again, they went against Florida State. Good win for them. They are 6-5, so they technically qualified, for a bowl game right there. So they went into they were hosting Florida State. They won 21-11. That was a good game for them. Very happy to see the Wolfpack, get into the winning column there for that.
absolutely. And I tell you this, Chris Storm is not happy that Mike Norville is coming back next year. I
Man,
can't believe Florida State is bringing him back, but they
well,
are. So
I'm sure he had to make some concessions as far as like some of the changes that he needed to make.
I'm sure.
Because you're telling me that a Florida State team that's 5-6, it's not, they're not getting a ball game,
No.
right?
I mean, I don't. Maybe there is progress that we don't see, but
I
I
didn't
don't know.
see any progress.
I didn't either, so I don't know. Maybe they just don't want to spend the money for a buyout. But
Yeah.
anyway, good on NC State.
Charlotte competed against Georgia, number 4 Georgia. They only gave up 35 points to a number 4 team in the country.
And Georgia was favored by 40 something. And I told you guys the other night we did picks. I think that was a spread game, possibly. I can't remember if we did it as a spread game. If not, I was like,
I think we were just talking about it.
I think we are just talking about it. I don't think it was an official pick, but I was like, I don't think Georgia's they haven't put more than 45 points on the board on anybody this year. I just didn't think they were going to do that. So, good on Charlotte for at
That was
least.
the same conversation that we were having as like, Ohio State.
Yeah.
Whenever they're playing a lesser team, they don't really put the big points on. They don't. Ryan Day doesn't believe in putting, excuse me, going over and just going over
Yeah.
the scoring. I just don't see them. I'm taking a look here really quick.
Well,
Here.
South Carolina beat Coastal Carolina 51-7. So again, it's
Mm.
another situation like Clemson Furman. They're hosting an in-state
Yep.
smaller school.
Wake Forest.
Yeah.
Delaware. By the way, I saw an article and I forgot to read it, but there is a way in which East Carolina can still not East Carolina, yeah, East Carolina, ECU can still win the American Conference.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got to read it more into it, but like there is a possibility based on winning and some of the other teams losing that they can still roll into the American Conference. Roll Tide. Hey,
Yeah, we're Clemson here, buddy.
no,
At
I'm
least
not
I am.
Clemson. Yeah, I'm just gonna say.
I am. So
So yeah, so it's a very interesting one. App
we're
State,
glad to have you on the show.
absolutely.
Glad you're paying attention.
Root for your
So
team, man. Just root for your team.
yeah, we
Absolutely.
got North and South Carolina sports here, so we'll
We'll take it.
We'll take it. Yeah. Listen to us on Tuesday and Thursday nights at 8 p.m.
Yep.
And we talk all major college sports and NFL
Look at you.
too.
Look at
So
you.
yeah, hopefully you'll tune in for Tuesday night, Thursday night. 8
Same
p.m.
channel.
Eastern, same channel, just like you're watching right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll talk big time college sports and all over the country. Not just this is North and South Carolina sports this morning normally, but anyway, let's get to a few of these other scores. I
App
mean, Duke
State.
North,
Look at App State.
App State, absolutely, yeah.
App State put they went against Marshall,
Yep.
uh, won 26-24. Your game that you were just about to mention, Duke, North Carolina.
Man, North Carolina losing that game the way they did on a fake kick, and I mean,
I feel bad for them at this point. Like they're done. They're eliminated.
yeah,
Officially
I mean,
eliminated.
it's bad to say, but man, pity on North Carolina fans. I mean,
Yeah.
they thought they were going to have something so different with you think about how this just ended this weekend compared to their first home game when all the celebrities were there, Roy
Mhm.
Williams, Jordan, all the big time, like, oh, here we go, North Carolina's got Bill Belichick, we're Lawrence Taylor days. No, you're not.
Nope, not yet. You still got a ways to go, my friend. So,
Absolutely.
um, again, I think both of us have already said, if it was up to us, let's wait it out another year. Let's see what was going on this
Absolutely.
year. One, they started late, right? So there was no real recruiting being done for this team, and so yes, they did bring in a lot of new people, but we really have to really see what's going on with this team. So you got to give it a full year for him to fully establish. Now, if after year two you're looking at another, 4-win season, hey, that's a different conversation at that point,
Yep.
right?
Absolutely.
So let's play the long game with North Carolina, the Tar Heels, and see what's up. And again, at the end of the day, we never thought that North Carolina was a football school. It's always been a basketball school,
Yep.
baseball pot maybe, but football, that's a little tough on that one.
A couple of other Division II schools here in South Carolina that are having great seasons. Just to talk about, so Newberry is in first place in the South Atlantic Division II standings.
Oh,
They knocked off Kentucky State this weekend 45-24 to advance in the Division II playoff. They'll face West Florida this coming weekend, so that's a 2-seed West Florida versus a 3-seed Newberry. And the game of the games in South Carolina, the big one, Benedict College goes into Wingate, North Carolina, near Charlotte, and knocks off the Wingate Bulldogs 25-24. Now, Benedict's no slouch. They're 10-2 on the season. Wingate was 7-2, right behind Newberry in the South Atlantic. Benedict's in the SIAC or SIAC, SIAC. So Benedict faces number 1 seed Albany State out of Georgia this coming weekend. We could end up with, I don't know that Benedict gets by one more game, but if Benedict can pull off the upset, they would face Newberry if Newberry wins. So how cool would
college lower level playoffs? Oh, so
how
much.
good would that be? If it were to happen, that's on December 6th is the next game. I would assume, because Division II usually plays at the campuses.
Mm-hmm.
If Newberry and Benedict both win those games, they would most likely play at Newberry. I'd have to go to that game. That would be a must Saturday for me to go up to that game. So
let's see what's up.
We'll
How far is it from you?
Newberry, like 45 minutes.
Oh, dude, that's nothing.
No, I go past Newberry every time we go to the upstate, Spartanburg, Greenville. We go through Newberry to get there.
Dude, just to see Division II, Division III, FCS, you know what I mean? Like football, college playoff. Oh my God, excited!
If this coming weekend was not the South Carolina Clemson game on Saturday,
yeah,
I would probably go up there just to see Newberry play West Florida because actually I take that back. That game's probably at West Florida. They're the higher seed.
Yeah.
So anyway,
the higher seeds will always host.
But either way, I just want to give a shout out to Benedict here in Columbia. It's an HBCU as well, and good on them for going in and beating Wingate 25-24. That was a huge win for that program.
Speaking of HBCU, you're looking at South Carolina State.
Another big win right there. Yeah, absolutely.
good on them to pull that win right there. So I was very happy to see that because I was like, oh, okay, all right, because they were going and we've been talking about Delaware State for a while now since the beginning because that's coached by Deshaun Jackson, right? Which by the way,
Yep.
he has done an absolutely wonderful job at Delaware State. So congratulations to Delaware State, right? They're 8-4, but South Carolina State, right, 9-3 now. Like, and they went in there and they scored one touchdown in every quarter, right?
Yep.
So they won 28-17. That's awesome. That's amazing. And to go into Delaware, right? Shout out to them on that one.
Absolutely. And I think I know I picked the Bulldogs. I think maybe Virgil did. I'm not sure. A couple of you guys went Delaware State. Anyway,
I did. I went Delaware State. I think I was one. I was like, because again, we've been seeing the progression of Delaware State, and we're like, and nothing against South Carolina State because, and I should have not because I've been picking against them twice already in the last 2 weeks because I picked them against, I picked NC State, no, North Carolina Central, sorry, and then they were like at home. It was North Carolina Central at home. I was kind of let down on that one, so there's that. South Carolina again, and I was like, okay, maybe we believe in them, but I think their season is over already. They have a bowl game now for the HBCU, so congratulations on them. Great season. Super happy for them.
Yeah. Just a couple more. The Citadel, they're not having a great season. They lost to East Tennessee State
I saw that.
28-26. Presbyterian, they squeaked by Marist, which that shouldn't have been a close game. Marist is 5-7. Presbyterian's 10-2. But they got the win. I mean, hell, they were up 13-0 at halftime and hung on to win 29-25. So lots of good football at these lower levels here. Wofford, they got the big win against Chattanooga.
North Carolina
well.
Central got the win, so they won against Morgan State.
Charleston Southern wins a real battle here, a 7-6 over Tennessee State. One touchdown on one side, 2 field goals on the other. So
there you go. That's a barn burner right there. If
absolutely.
I've ever seen one, right? Dude, there's something about it, and then we'll talk about it later on tonight, guys, on the Break Even Sports Talk, right? Where we are going to be talking about the FCS football. The playoff have been set. Okay, so we are set to go on that. So college football playoffs on FCS. I'm super excited. Division One has a ways to go when it comes to playoff formatting. Yep. You need to take the example from these lower level schools because, man, they know how to do it.
Yeah, I mean, that's always been the argument is like if Division 2 and 3 can do playoffs and FCS can do playoffs, why can't Division 1 FBS do it? It's like, well, because we want to preserve the bowl games. Nobody cares about the bowl games. You change the name of the bowl. Back in the day, the bowls meant something. They don't mean anything now. They don't mean. I'm just surprised that some of these companies spend the money that they spend. They waste the money that they waste. Some
of them I can see, like the Pop-Tart bowl game has become like very iconic, but like it's become fun for the right reasons. Like they've actually make a pageant of it, pageantry and all that. So it's like they make right on that one. So I like watching that one more for the entertainment side of things than the actual game.
I wish more of the bowls would go that route. I mean, nobody wants to see the Grumman whatever, or the
Orel Carriers,
the such and such mower bowl, the Lockheed Martin. Like, come on, like. You're Lockheed Martin. Why are you spending money on a bowl game? Who are you advertising to?
Texas. I mean, it's just taxes, right?
Exactly.
Like whatever. That's what it is.
Back when it was like the Gator Bowl, the Tangerine Bowl, the Blue Bonnet Bowl. I mean, they had good names. It's like
back in my day. But no, it's true though. Like, I mean, honestly, it is true. Like these new bowl games, like they're about to have the Bahamas Bowl, and it's not going to be in the Bahamas,
right? Now they got a good sponsor. I like the bowl of beans, the Bush's Bahamas bowl of beans. Oh no, that's the Boca Raton. I'm sorry.
Boca Raton.
The Boca Raton bowl is the Bush's Boca Raton bowl of beans. Now that could rival the Pop-Tarts, especially if they have a big ass bowl of beans out there.
That's what I was just gonna say. Like if they make it, if they do it right, that could be fun, right? So you have that one.
Have the winning team have some players jump into a big old thing of baked beans.
The Duke's Mayo Bowl,
like the Mayo Bowl. They dump the mayo on the winning coach. I mean, come on.
That's fun, right? Those are the kind of things that you're looking for. Like, nobody really cares sometimes about the game. They wanna see
Yeah.
the what's going on with the entertainment side of things, right? So, I'm with you there. Like, I think they re Division 1, like, we've been talking about it, and they're finally doing it. I was like, "Alright, fine. You wanna keep those bowl names and all that? Put them in the playoff."
Yeah, make those bowls the playoff games.
And which
Absolutely.
they have, right? And then they're
Yep.
rotating and everything. So finally, they're listening to fans. But the problem is, like, a lot of the interest gets in the way of those games, and then you're like, come on, guys, you really guys are missing out on really playoff format. That's where you really want it.
Absolutely.
And
Yep.
so I'm super excited for that one. That one, those bowl games, I'm very excited for. Shout out to Campbell. That's all I can say about Campbell, my guys. Campbell was not good this weekend. They lost yet again. They lost to Townsend, but I kind of figured that was going to be the case when it comes to Townsend, so they lost there.
Yep.
There's nothing else I can say about that one.
Yeah, it's hopefully Campbell can get some things together for next season cuz
So do I.
yep.
I really want them. I want to see them in the playoff. That'll be fun to see in the playoffs.
Yep, absolutely.
Let's see what other games that we haven't mentioned. And again, I don't want to spend too much time on the FCS just because we're going to be talking about this later on today. Um, we should definitely start talking about the Panthers because they're about to start. They have a Monday night game. Can you believe that?
I know. I was sitting here thinking yesterday morning when I got up, I'm like, "Oh, Panthers don't have a game today. I'm not even gonna put my Panthers gear on. They play Monday night. How about that?" I don't
They
even know when the last time they had a Monday night game is.
Monday night game. They play tonight at San Francisco, so I'm very excited for that. So we definitely should take a, you know, obviously, and what the crazy part is. Now that let's just get into it. San Francisco is only a 7-point favorite.
Yeah, absolutely.
When
It's,
was the last time they're talking about the Carolina Panthers that they're like, you know what I mean? That you're going to which San Francisco 49ers, very good team. Don't get me wrong, they're a very good team.
yep,
But so is Carolina. Carolina people are sleeping on. They're 6-5. They're actually doing a really good job.
yep. They're 3-3 away from home, and I mean, the 49ers are 2-2 at home, but I mean, they're 500 on the road, and the 49ers are 500 at home. I mean, we've seen some crazy games this year.
Mhm.
I absolutely could see them going out there and getting something here because I mean San Francisco's had a lot of injuries. They've got some guys that have come back. They've got like they kind of got a little bit of a mix going on of healthy and hurt players. Um, I mean, everything says the 49ers should win this game, but I hope the Panthers go out there and put some stuff together. We got to get the run game going again. That's the thing. We've not gotten away, but we've not been successful the last 2 or 3 weeks on the run game.
Listen to this. Listen to this. And then, just to do some comparisons, right? On the rushing, Dowdle has 168 carries, 5 touchdowns. McCaffrey has 193 carries for 6 touchdowns, and Dowdle has 833 rushing yards compared to 707 for McCaffrey.
And Dowdle's pretty. I mean, both of them are also good out of the backfield. I'm not sure if you've got their receiving numbers for either one of them
I'm
there, but
about to go over that right now.
because Dowdle's become a good option out of the backfield in the passing game as well.
But these are the leaders, right? The receiving yards leader and all that, right? So you got McMillan, 53 receptions, 4 touchdowns for 748 yards. Here's the leading wide receiver for them, Christian McCaffrey.
Wow.
74 receptions, 5 touchdowns, 732 yards.
Well, they've had so many receivers out that makes sense that he's been kind of the number one option for either Purdy or Jones.
So
So
I'll give you this because I mean, look, you got a couple of people out for this game. You got center Cade Mays is out. Trevin Wallace, which is a linebacker, he's out. Christian Roseboom, he's out. Um, let's see. So those are 3 big ones that just went out back on November 30th. So like their estimated return is November 30th, right? For San Francisco, Brandon Ayuk, he's out. They which is crazy. Did you see this one
hmm.
in which they voided Brandon Ayuk's contract technically, all the guaranteed money?
I did see that. So
That's
he's
wild.
yeah, so it's like, okay, well, you can go where you wanna go at the end of this season.
I don't think nobody wants them.
No. He
Um,
was hot, but now he's not.
he really hasn't been exactly. So, listen, shout out to San Francisco for that's that's some huevos right there
Yep.
to say, yeah, well, we're good without you, right? So
Well,
I don't know.
this will be the first time that McCaffrey has played against the Panthers since they traded him in 2022. So
Is that the first time?
yeah, I was surprised too. I was sitting here, I saw that and I was like
I thought
thinking back,
he had played before, but okay, I'll give
this
him
will
that.
be you know what, the 49ers might have faced the Panthers when he was out.
But he was out.
Because he
Got it.
was out with injury. One of those might have been in 23 or last year. One of the last 2 years he's been. I think he was out the last time
Mhm.
we faced them. So we got that going, and then I just read this real quick too. Here, Young in the clutch since entering the league. Bryce Young, and again, we talk about Bryce Young. I'm still not sold on him, but since entering the league in 2023, he's led 10 game-winning drives in his career, including 4 this season, tied for third most by a player before turning 25 since the 2000 season. So on those drives, he's been 73.5% completion, passer rating of 115. So he finds a way when he needs to, or at least he has been lately. I'm still, again,
Yeah.
I'm still hesitant to buy in completely on him, but he's chipping away at that a little bit. So we'll see. Hopefully, spotlight game, Monday Night Football, on the road. These guys have got nothing to do but focus on playing because they've been out in California for a few days. So
I
let's
think
see
you
what
agree we
happens.
picked Carolina to go in and win anyways.
Oh yeah, of course. I had to
We're
pick the
gonna stay
Panthers.
with
We're
Carolina no
gonna
matter
stay with
what. Yeah,
Carolina.
yeah, yeah,
So
we're going so, and then, of course, Aaron gives us, crap about that because we were like, "Well, what's going on with the 2 of you picking all of a sudden?" Well, we've been talking about Carolina since last year saying, "You gotta watch out for what they're doing."
yeah,
Canales has done an absolutely wonderful job as a head coach, and something that, you sent me a video, it's like, the ownership just needs to stay away from the
exactly.
team. Just
Just stay,
stay the hell away.
just stay out of it. Let him do his thing. Get him a few more pieces for next year. We need another big receiver.
Mhm.
Um, we
You
need
you're you're good at running back. You don't have
yep,
to do that. You got your number 1 receiver in McMillan, so you gotta give him some help, there. I
offensive line,
Oh,
offensive line, offensive line, offensive line. If you can get protection,
yeah,
then Bryce Young can be a better quarterback if he has time to throw.
right.
Um, that's the thing. When you don't give him time to throw and he scrambles, he makes bad decisions. Sometimes he makes good decisions.
Mhm.
Just kind of hit and miss when it comes to all of that.
And the
So
number 1 thing that this team needs to work on, and I'm looking at you, okay, ownership of the Carolina Panthers, okay? Are you ready for this? Get rid of the silver helmets. Just get rid of them.
absolutely.
Get rid of them. Go to an all black helmet, which I think at this point, from what I see on social media, everybody prefers the all black helmet.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That black and teal looks so crisp.
Yep.
The silver, there's some things that from the 90s that nobody wants, and it's the silver.
Yeah. It's old. It's played out. It's time
Silver
to
Patriots, get rid of the silver. Silver nobody wants anymore. It's just so ugly. It's so, like,
exactly.
not even football anymore, so just get rid of that. That's all I want. That's it. Well, we'll talk about that it's going into the new year. We're not gonna talk about that now.
Yep.
End of the year.
Well, after last night's game, right now they're both 6-5. Them in Tampa Bay. Baker
Mhm.
got hurt last night,
He did.
so this is a chance for Carolina to take over the South and be in first place if they can get a win tonight and be in the driver's seat a little bit.
So we did talk about this division. We had this feeling that Carolina, they had so many injuries,
Hmm.
right? And it just finally came to a point where, like, they just don't have enough.
Yep.
Baker Mayfield can't do it all, and now he's injured, right? We'll see. Um, what else from the 90s you not want back? There's a lot of things I don't want back. MC Hammer pants, I definitely don't want them back. I don't want the MC Hammer pants back.
No,
Those
the big baggy shirts, the padded almost
Oh, with the
floppy.
pads on it? Yeah.
Yeah, the
Baggy
pads are
shirts
just baggy shirts. I mean,
The
I
big
like a
shirts
baggy
are cool.
shirt, but not like a baggy polo or something,
Yeah, no, not baggy polo. No, none
and
of that.
all the weird color striping and stuff.
I'm out on the Timbs also. Oh,
The
but that was
what?
late night. The Timberlands.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm out on those.
Yeah.
That's you can keep that in New York. I'm out on that. I don't want that. You know what I mean? So I'll say this, and I know this is going to be kind of crazy. You're probably going to think I'm crazy, but I think because of the whole retro, you know, push that's been going on lately,
Mhm.
cassettes are going to make a comeback.
Yeah, that would be funny. That would be
That
funny.
will be hilarious.
Yep.
People are going to bring it back. I don't know why they're going to bring it back, but they're going to bring it back, and I'm all for that.
Nostalgia is a good thing because it's everything cycles around eventually.
Yeah, and I think that was like for me, like because I grew up in the '90s. That's the '90s was my thing. For goodness sakes, you're gonna laugh at me, right? Because we had this conversation, but I graduated in '99. Okay, you know what I'm saying? That was the last of the '90s. But like, it's it's one of those during that time. I was like, man, it was such a cool time to be alive. There was no cell phones really.
Mhm.
That was just we're beginning. The early stages of cell phone, and then man, we're back into it, right, guys? We're back into talking about 90s, 80s, and 90s. But I'm with you, Phil. That's a good question. Something
Yeah,
that you
the
do not want from the '90s back.
one of my favorite things on social media are all the Gen X people posting the things about, things that we had back in the '80s,
Hmm.
which is going back even further than you, so
Yeah,
it's just funny when you see that, like, especially some of the ones like, "Man, you can't mess with us. We grew up on hose water."
I grew up on hose water.
Yep. I mean, one guy's like, "I was 6 years old cooking my own meals, writing my own checks, balancing a checkbook." Like, come on, guys. You can't mess with us.
They would. It was to the point where they was used to tell us like, "Hey, it don't come back until it's dark." Okay, then that's what that was.
Mhm.
That was back. That was us growing up. Again, guys.
I
I,
met up, I met up 2 weeks ago, or weekend before last with some friends from high school. We were talking very similar type thing there. It's like reminiscing. These are guys, some of these are guys I haven't seen since high school. This is a different group of friends that I haven't hung out with and didn't really hang out with a lot in high school. But one of them reached out to me and he's like, "Hey, we're having these like reunions every couple of months over at one of the wing places." So anyway, I went over there, saw some of the guys that I haven't seen in 40 years
mhm.
since high school. And we were talking about places like in different neighborhoods that we grew up in because a lot of these guys grew up in the different part of town than or a little bit different part of the area that we were in. Anyway, we were talking about going and doing stuff like our parents had no idea where we went. Like you get up on Saturday morning and then you're out the house.
Yeah,
And they were like, "Oh yeah, we used to go out to the lake." Me and my friends rode our bikes from our neighborhood to the lake. You know how far the lake is? It's like 5, 6 miles away to the
man.
dam. There's a beach out there that you could go out there and swim at the lake. But you had to go all the way out and across the dam to the other side. And we're riding our bikes on a 2-lane road that doesn't have a bike path or sidewalk or room for bikes. And we're
Mhm.
14 years old riding our bikes for 6 miles to go swimming for a couple hours, throw football around, and ride back. And do you think our parents even asked where we went? Nah. You
No,
just like, okay, you came back home. You're safe. You're good. Whatever. It's
that's
like,
what it was, man.
and if they did ask you, like, oh, we've been out riding bikes. That's all you said. And they're like, okay, cool. They had no idea that you
No
were
clue.
gone, like somewhere you wouldn't even drive to probably at some point.
Same thing. It's like my parents was like, "Hey, just go, like just don't get hurt." Which by
Yep.
the way, I did get hurt one time. I got hit by a car over my
Oh, jeez.
I got up, like the guy was like, "Are you okay? Do you need to call the ambulance?" I was like, "No, bro, I'm gonna go."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah,
like,
I don't want my parents to find out, and
man,
it'll
that
be
was so
worse than the cops.
right, exactly. It was like, so no, it was one of those things like you got your BMX bike, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And just you went out and you have fun. You play in the street, you would have fun. Man, that was a time to be alive. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like I
Exactly.
remember playing, my Nintendo, playing Sega Genesis, playing the Super Nintendo. Those were the things that I grew up with. My Game Boy. And and listen, don't get me wrong, and I know this is gonna sound very old man at us, but we're not saying like don't do any of these stuff. We're just saying like this is what we grew up with,
Yeah.
you
I
know?
mean, we weren't reckless. It's
No,
just it
no,
was
no,
just
no,
a
no.
one, it
I
was a
know I
different
wasn't.
time, It was a different time. We were more responsible, and that's what I wish kids had these days was more responsibility. They don't take responsibility, so
But the thing is, too, at the same time, it's hard for me to say, "Hey, man," to my daughter, like now that I'm a dad, with a 7-year-old, it's like, "Go out there and play. We'll come back later." I'm like, I can't say that anymore.
right. You would lose your mind if she just like went outside, ran around the neighborhood, and you had no idea where she was at. You would
No,
absolutely not be able to do it.
no, I couldn't. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We live in a different. I know that again sounds very old of us. Like we live in a different world.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's funny because it is so different, but there's a lot about it that's not any different.
No, 100%. I agree.
It's just now how much different it is
You
than you
know
knew back
better.
then. Exactly. You didn't realize how bad it was back then. Now you
Mm.
realize how bad it is, so you're a little more
Then you go
cautious.
back and you're like, "Hot damn, man, we were reckless as shit." You know?
Absolutely, absolutely. He's not wrong. Richard Pryor, Blazing Saddles. I mean, there's stuff that you could not do now that we did back then. And the thing is, you should be able to
Police
do it now.
Academy.
Please, I mean, and this thing, you should be able to make movies like that because it's a movie. That's what it is, a movie. But
Mhm.
people get so offended by the littlest things anymore. It's like, come on, dude.
I agree. No, I don't disagree with you there. Like, you're
Nope.
right. You're 100% on right on that one. So, yeah,
Hey, real quick, just so we can finish up with some sports stuff real quick.
yeah.
Um, I know you're big on the Carolina Hurricanes. They
Yes,
went two
sir.
and two this past week.
Yes,
They've
sir.
moved into first place in their division. So the Devils lost 3 in a row.
I like it.
Flyers have been winning, but they've dropped. Yeah, so Carolina Hurricanes, shout out to them.
It's early in the season for Carolina. I think
Yeah,
they start a little slow, but they always pick it up later on. And I'm expecting playoff for the Carolina Hurricanes. Listen,
absolutely.
if you're not in the playoffs, it's it is a horrible season for you. And at that point, then we got to talk about Brandon Moore. Be like, hey, do you need to be here? Like, and I get it. He's the guy. Like, he won the Stanley Cup with the Carolina Hurricanes when he was a player and all that. Like, I mean, he's royalty. I get that. But
Yep.
at some point, we've been talking about this, you and me, for this is a theme with a lot of college coaches and a lot of just coaches overall. Is when you're there for so long, is the messaging lost? Is the
Yeah,
message lost?
absolutely.
So
So
I'm expecting big things from the Carolina Hurricanes.
yep, they're doing really good. 14-6 with 2 overtime losses. Now, the team that to watch out for this year is Colorado Avalanche. Those guys are smoking people. They're 16-1. They got 5 overtime losses, but they're 16-1 with 5 overtime losses. Their score differentials plus 38 right now.
Jeez.
I mean, there's only 2 other teams in double digits. The Dallas Stars are plus 10. The Hurricanes are plus 13. Those are the only 3 teams with double digit plus differentials.
I like
So,
that.
so
And again,
very
we
good.
still early on, so but, shout out to the Carolina Hurricanes. I thought about wearing either this hat that I'm wearing, which, by the way, a shout out to MLB Raleigh. I love this logo right there. If they picked this logo for, like, a major league team here, I'll
Yep.
be all over this. But shout out to, MLB Raleigh. Fuser Sports is the one that designed this logo, so shout out to him. Ryan Fuser, you guys should check out his stuff.
Yep.
And then, it was either this one or the Carolina, because I bought a 4950 Carolina Hurricanes with my favorite logo that they have, which is the hockey stick with the flag, with the hurricane flag. That's my favorite logo for the Carolina Hurricanes. I'm not a fan of the circular one. Everybody loves it. I get it. It's just not my thing. My wife loves that one. I don't. I like the other one better.
Yep.
So, wow, look at us.
I know.
We
By
both,
the way, Checkers went split this weekend 1-1, so they're hanging in there. But
where are they in the
so
standings right now?
I was just looking to see that real quick the standings. They are they're down. They're like 5th in the Atlantic Division right now. I mean, they're 10-5 with only 1 overtime loss. I mean, they're only a couple games out. I mean, it's a tight bunch between Wilkes-Barre, Providence, Lehigh, Hershey, Charlotte. They're all kind of packed together right there. So
Okay.
hopefully they'll get some things going here later in the season. They had to go. They're on a swing right now. They were out in or up in Grand Rapids against the Griffins. I think they're playing. Let's see. They got some games coming up at home in a few weeks. I think they're on the road again this weekend.
So shout out to our Carolina teams. Again, tune in every Monday morning, guys, where we talk about anything and everything Carolina sports. We might sprinkle in a couple of other things. So like, for example, tonight we've been talking about the 90s, 80s, and 90s. I don't know what we'll talk about next week, but we'll find out, you know. Make sure that you guys tune in later on tonight. Break Even Sports Talk. We are going to be talking about anything and everything soccer related, some F1 controversy that happened over the weekend. That's some crazy stuff. You got to stay tuned for that one. And then FCF playoff football, which I think we're going to be spending the majority of our time talking about that because there's going to be some interesting, fun games. So we're going to go cover that tonight. And then tomorrow will be the only one left over for this week for the DHC Sports Show, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the same channels that you are watching right now. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Follow this guy. Follow me. We are on all of the socials, on Threads, on Twitter, on Instagram. I believe the mayor has a new Instagram account, don't you?
I do. I started a new Instagram for all of my sports content. It's the mayor _DHC Sports. I've been posting a lot of stuff on my personal Instagram, and when we go and do stuff that's not sports related, it just kind of feels weird that all the people that follow me just for sports, they don't want to see all that. Maybe they do, I don't know, but I doubt they do. So I'm just trying to separate that on my Instagram, and I'm at WiseDRJR on Twitter /X and on Threads. But yeah, I wanted a new clean break for my sports content on Instagram. So, yeah. So if you get a chance, go out there and send me a follow request. I don't have that one open to the public just because there's a lot of weird people that want to follow stuff sometimes, and there's a lot of bots out there. So I'm controlling who actually can see it, and people that I want to follow myself, I will follow you back. But I am screening that a little bit to keep it to the real content people, because I've actually had a couple of requests since I created it from, like, I don't know, clothing manufacturers, sportswear
many clothing manufacturers, like they want you to follow. I'm like, I'm not following you.
I'm not following you, and most of them don't even look like they're in this country either. So I'm like, you know what, I'm going to control this. So if it asks you, or if it says it's private, just send me a request. If you're legit wanting to follow us for the sports content, for the sports shows that we do, minor league sports, pro sports, college sports, by all means, I will accept your request. I will check and see what your content is as well before I do, but I would definitely want it to be.
There's something wrong with that.
Yeah, I just want it to be the sports people. So I'm going to do that, and hopefully those of you that do know me and have known me for a long time and have followed me for a long time will follow that. And you can still follow me. If you've been following me, you can still follow me on the personal one as well. You're just going to see some of the same things. Like when we went to the Lights Friday night, I posted that on both Instagrams. There were different pictures because I didn't post our friends that went with us on the sports content one.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's out there, and I'll keep kind of promoting that here for a while on all of the shows, just so that people can reach out and follow me.
Yeah, definitely for that. Make sure you guys following. I did something similar to that. I did, did my own personal one. That's a little bit different than the sports stuff. So it's, I get
you kind of went the other way because all of your stuff was kind of sports related. You didn't really have any personal stuff.
No,
you were doing personal stuff on your sports one.
So the new one is my name, Ed Rivera, right? Ed Rivera Donato. And then I do a little bit of personal stuff there, but I also do some, like, helping you build your podcast from scratch. So I'm doing that. Stay tuned. I'm going to be releasing another episode of that one coming up soon based on personal branding and podcast branding. So we're working on that one. So, but guys, thank you for watching. We will see you guys again later on tonight. And then, go out there, enjoy the day, and, listen, enjoy the 80s, because the 80s is good stuff. Okay. The 80s, there's some good stuff there. Okay. And 90s. Yep. So we'll see you guys. Bye.
Bye.